Look at my babies. Look at mommy's babies. You guys are all here, all ready to roll. I know that's right. So good morning. What's going on with you Aquarians? Let's do this shit. But first, Aquarians. Good morning. Well, hello. Who is that? I see some moderators coming up in this biatch. Because that's the way. Oh, Charlene, my faithful Charlene. Good morning. You know, of all my coffee mugs, I like my broken coffee mug the most. I don't know why. I try not to show it on camera, but I guess this morning I was slipping. It happens, baby. It happens. Really? It's called 55555. It's a gift. It comes from God. It's called exhortation. It's not mine. But you got a gift because you got to eat. Yeah. I think that's one of the reasons that most of you watch, because of the gift of exhorting, not necessarily the gift of interpretation of tongues, which is the gift that tarot readers have. They can interpret tongues because, you know, this is a tongue. What is this saying? I think Sal is very good at it, personally, because it's like, the fuck did you know that? At first I was like, that motherfucker got a bug up in my house. I was like, no, you moved. Shit. Jill Scott, she said, DirecTV, am I watching it or is it watching me? Girl, I got DirecTV. I walked up to that thing. I was like, you ain't fooling nobody. I see you. You watching me or am I watching you? I don't know who's behind that little red dot, but you ain't fooling nobody. Because Jill Scott said so. Shit, we got to listen to our sisters. Watching me. Why you need my social security number for some AAA batteries, says Jill Scott. I said, you know what? And when I ordered, they said, well, now how many people are in the house? Why do you need to know that? Well, right. You don't need to know how many people are in my house. Would you like to know how many TVs I'd like to get connected? Well, yeah. All right. So Aquarians, Saturday, I'm going to be starting this empowerment group, but I want to be really honest with you. I need your fixed qualities. Those of you who are not going to join, can you just, when you come in and you're one of the people that come to the live, throughout the month, just say, hey, how is the self-esteem or how is the empowerment group growing? Because I start things very easily, but my strengths definitely do not lie in finishing them. Okay. And you know what, the self-esteem work, though, that I've been reading in order to prepare for this empowerment group, I mean, that's one of the reasons I'm dressing up. It's like, this is how I'm feeling on the inside. So on the third week, I think I'm going to close October 6th because it's getting a little packed. So it's every Saturday, though, and it's the empowerment group. I want people to enroll on the 12th, but on the 18th, we're going to do self-esteem in the opposite sex. And Aquarius, guess what one of the things was they said to do? Self-esteem with the opposite sex? It said to make your hair nice. We just read internet articles. Ain't nobody, no authority. I'm just a facilitator. You know what I'm saying? And I tell us what time and day we gonna meet, and everybody, contributes if you want to. People, you can't hog up the floor though, okay? Because there's other people who want to share. But you got to be very nice. Otherwise, I have a switchboard and I'm gonna boot you out if you be disrespectful, okay? Everybody, we want to be very nice and very kind to each other, okay? Because you want to respect somebody who's paying to improve their relationship with themselves. Who does that? Who does that? Very aware people. So you are welcome. I just thought that was so odd, Aquarius, that they said, it was like one of the top, it was like, dress nice, it'll make you feel better. Make sure your hair looks nice. What an odd thing to say. I couldn't even get to the next part because it was like, what? Come on, I understand what they're trying to say, but what? Hair. All right. So you can go to sunshinetarot.net and click on the tab that says the empowerment group. You click on that tab and you will go to a place where you can purchase. You will get the, you can choose what day you want to come. If you want to do self-esteem in the opposite sex, or just how to use self-esteem with romantic partners, that's happening week 3. So we starting on the 6th. Oh, is that the 20th? Whatever the third Saturday is that the 20th, you guys? I think it is, yeah. That's what we're going to talk about. And I'm like, you know what? This is me. I didn't know how miserable I was in that little itty-bitty apartment with those neighbors, and yeah. I like dresses. Yeah, I do. I like pantsuits too, but I love dresses. Yes, Mama. On me. I don't know. So Aquarius, how y'all been doing? You guys were supposed to be coming up financially. I remember predicting that some months ago. And boy, has that been true for some Aquarians, I know, including myself, Moon in Aquarius, as far as just opportunities and taking, I think, you guys, I might get a job at Macy's this holiday season just to have something to do. I was thinking, yeah, like, why not? Oh, let me say this, okay, and then we'll start your reading. I have to do a Capricorn reading after this for October. I want to say a special shout out to the postal worker. I was at the post office changing my address because I hadn't done that yet. And so I walked by and she said, come here. She goes, what's your name? I said, Nicole. She said, do you do the tarot? I said, yeah. She said, I know who you are, girl, sunshine. I said, and that was it. She was a real pretty girl. She had braids in her hair and she was a real pretty girl. I was so excited. I said, girl, you know your sunshine, girl. That was a thrill. That was a thrill. I was like, well, is she going to ask for a picture with me? No, I was just, yeah, that's enough. All right, my Aquarians. Let's see what's in the cards for you for October the 1st to October the 15th. I want to invite the Spirit of God into the reading. I want to get out of the way, stay curious, stay open, stay teachable. So let's see what we have for the Aquarius. Ooh, okay. Pay attention to the red flags, but it's worth waiting for. What a dichotomous beginning, huh? Now that's a dichotomy, like a loud scream. Yes. I mean, no, that's I can't think right now. I'm just saying that this right here is a dichotomous beginning because it's saying oxymoron. That's what I was trying to say when I said a loud scream. But yeah, this is an oxymoron too. Yeah. How do you how do you wait for something, but there are red flags too? Okay. So free yourself from your own red flags. Free yourself from your own red flags because both of you dropped. I'm going to put you back in, okay? And just give me one of you. That sums up what you're trying to say. Free yourself from deception, but it doesn't feel ominous, okay? Like it kind of feels more like don't ignore the red flags, because if you ignore the red flags, then you and Poppy can't fix them. Or Mommy, you know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, you have a problem with taking the garbage out. As a matter of fact, you have problems with taking the recycle bin out too. Don't ignore the red flags. He might have a problem with pulling some garbage and recycle bins. And so through communication and awareness, you can move past deception and get down to the truth. Like maybe he picks a fight with you when really his knees are hurting or his back is hurting, and it doesn't really want to admit that. So there's some deception going on because people are not really, maybe one of the red flags is a person doesn't have strong communication abilities. Let's take a look. Let's get a little bit more clear here. Okay. So there is a possibility that there isn't some communication happening right now with someone. Okay. But I do see communication starting again because we have the 8 of Swords. And, usually in this card, like in the Wider Waite deck, this woman is bound up and she can't move, but 8s represents new beginnings. So she's getting ready to move. All right. All right, hold on, guys. Oh. Ooh, it's getting hot in here. Am I talking to fire signs? No, I'm not. It's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. Whew. Yes, honey, I have my 3-inch pumps on in my house at 6 o'clock in the morning, baby, because I'm feeling myself. So I'm about to take these bitches off, though. Don't get it twisted. Yeah, so there's getting ready to be new communication with someone that there wasn't any communication with. For some of you, this is getting ready to come in fast. This could be a motherly figure for some of you, or, well, I see that Aquarius, some of you could be dealing with a Sagittarius, okay? Or it could be any fire sign, a Leo or Aries. Some of you could be dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or someone that has that as sun, moon, or rising. It seems as if there is an erratic situation with someone where it lacks stability, but the cards are saying that it's worth waiting for, even if what you get is a friendship. It kind of seems like it's worth it. So there's getting ready to be new communication with perhaps a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, or Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. And for some of you, it will be some type of confession of love. For others of you, it will be some type of apology. Others of you will be a very nurturing communication. There will be some type of travel as well. So there will be communication about travel. There's going to be something about something happening within a 30-day period of time. Someone can be changing residence, and someone could be, basically changing residence. But there is you're paying attention to the red flags of someone who's coming across as a player or just not really stable in your life. You could be breaking out of a lack of communication with a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, and it feels like if you guys have had some discord, this could be the father of your children, the mother of your children. This could be a sister, brother, niece, aunt, whatever. But I see that if there's been some difficulties, you guys are going to work through them. Okay, I'm going to go back to that card. Let's see what the rest of the cards are saying. And then I'll understand that fourth column a little better, because I want to understand what the deception is about. Yeah, I think that some of you are deceiving yourselves by seeing things a little bit too negatively. And some of you are deceiving yourselves by seeing things through rose-colored glasses. So there needs to be some type of balance here. Some of you are deceiving yourselves because your mind may take something that's really small and make it into an explosive molehill, and then you think it's the other person, and you're in self-deception. Others of you can go all the way to the extreme of a Pollyannish attitude, and you don't see the things that you need to see so that you can come out of things. So when it says pay attention to the red flags, honestly, Aquarians, you know, we think in very innovative ways. So Aquarians can look at themselves and assess. We're going to stay fixed on what the fuck we want to do. But we can take in, we're teachable. We're teachable. Don't you agree? We're teachable. Yeah. If we approve of the incoming data. Ooh, all right. All right. But I feel like the first red flags, sisters, I think it's saying for us to watch our own triggers. Like, okay, pay attention to what triggers you. Okay? And then assess it and make peace with it inside of you. Okay? Because I see that you're going to be coming out of nightmarish type of ways of thinking. That's Mars and Gemini, just having you think all kind of crazy ways. And yeah, so at first we were in the Eight of Swords, which was no communication, and then suffering, but then you come out of the suffering and there is some type of new communication that happens here. And the communication is going to be with the significant other or your person, but it's also going to be within yourself. You're going to start communicating more with yourself about what your triggers are. And I see for the next 2 weeks, you're not going to be blaming anybody else for what triggers you. You may take responsibility for your own triggers, work through them. And for some reason, your person, they're going to feel your growth and your self-responsibility, and they're going to feel like you're worth waiting for. So I feel like you're going to be paying attention to what triggers you. What are your red flags? And I feel that you're going to make peace with that. There's a new form of communication that takes place that gets you out of misery and internal struggle and being baffled and locked in and tied down by your own negative thinking, just because people really don't do anything to us. They just trigger habitual thinking patterns. So however you were like Angie Stone has a song, she says, I'm sorry for your pain, but it was there before I came, right? I'm sorry that you are fucking yourself up mentally over this situation, but those are your thinking patterns. That's how you choose to interpret incoming data, right? So you are going to be paying attention to how you interpret incoming data. And I see you within the next 2 weeks shedding off, coming out of. Thank you so much for your super chat. Thank you, you guys. Super chat is open. You're going to be starting a new way of communicating with yourself that gets you out of darkness. So when something happens, instead of going to the pit of hell, you might look at it from a new perspective. And it looks like the perspective is going to take time, but look how angelic it is. You're going to start looking at things differently. Thank you. I see you taking a lot of trips someplace that's going to help you get out of a mindset that is a red flag for you. So, okay, I'm thinking negatively. Okay, I'm thinking doom and gloom. Let me stop it. Let me stop this shit, because how I'm thinking has nothing to do with who this person is, but I do want to note the impact of what this person triggers in me, okay? They trigger something that's already in me, but well, I can't tell you what you want, and I really, really hate it when somebody tries to tell me what the fuck I should do. All right, I'm going to just leave it at that. So let's see what else we have here. Oh, wow, yeah. As you come out your mental prisons of maybe how you interpret incoming data, which could be an event, a text, a conversation, a romantic evening, as you get better at noticing what triggers you to go negative, it appears that things rapidly begin to improve in whatever romantic connection you choose to move the action in. It looks like something begins to develop a little bit more concretely. Let me clarify this. The Knight of Cups. Some of you could be seeing more than one person, and that's another thing too. As you begin to expand in consciousness, you may be open to dating more than one person and keeping your options open, and allowing the most compatible person for you to step up. But as it relates to you, the cards are saying you are worth waiting for. You are worth the time, investment, and energy in building your self-esteem, building your self-confidence, building how you interpret relationships. And, you know, people like being around positive people. But let's see what we have here. Oh, yeah. Okay. So when I clarified the Knight of Cups, it transformed to the King of Cups. So I feel like as you pay attention to the red flags that are inside of you, like, okay, when I don't meditate, I have a proclivity towards negative thinking, which then impacts our relationship because I say things that are way off, and words are power, and so they create in our union. But when I do meditate, I notice that my thinking goes to a higher plane. When I do journal, my thinking goes from a higher plane. I leave this misery, anxious, don't know what to do. I'm getting ready to die. I'm getting ready to be abandoned. They don't love me. It's over. There's somebody new. When I meditate, I don't think like that. When I swim, I don't think. When I go to this group, I'm not in this prison. I'm not anxious. When I drink Coca-Cola and put a little bit of wine in it, whatever, that's your business. Whatever, in the next 15 days, though, you're going to be coming out of being stuck into a new communication with yourself about things you need to do to keep yourself centered and grounded so that you're not going, sending off signals to somebody else that they need to pay attention to. Also, as you begin to see the truth instead of the lie, as you begin to see the truth, because sometimes we go into this childlike consciousness about things that are happening in the present that doesn't have anything to do with the present. As you begin to do the things that are good for you, it looks like your connection moves from in and out to a more smooth groove, like you guys begin to move towards a real stable place where the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups exist. So some of you could be dealing with, this is a real watery energy. And maybe this watery energy kind of kept you at bay because they couldn't feel you. Some of you are dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. For some of you, this is your spouse. And as you deal with your own issues, you become very attractive to this person. Why do I feel like eyelashes are coming off? It feels like they were coming off yesterday. It feels like it's coming off. This is for the cool in you. So somebody really likes you, Aquarius. Now, others of you may be turning your back to unstable commitments and moving towards someone who wants to give you exclusivity. But they're here. They could be in your life. I see that maybe week 1, a lot of people are getting this. Coming out of September, some of you could have not had communication with someone and you suffered at the hands of someone else because of some form of weird communication or lack of communication. Maybe someone didn't call you back, text you back, respond to your chit chat, respond to your Facebook message. And you feel like their unresponsiveness is a red flag. Maybe you feel like they're too proud, or they don't have good communication skills, or they're young. And you should pay attention to that because you know where in this connection You need to be schooled, and where in this connection they need to be schooled. Okay. Who wants to be with a partner who can't teach them anything? So there's very strong air energy here. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. So,
you know, life is funny when you look at it.
That was interesting. I guess life is funny when you look at it. That's exactly what you're going to start doing, looking at this person and their idiosyncrasies with humor. That's exactly what's going to happen. Instead of getting all bent out of shape over what they are or are not doing, I see you chalk it up as just being, one of the things about their personalities that you just don't like. And then I see you just kind of moving on with it. Whatever happened between you and your air sign or whatever sign is here, I see you just, okay, that's just who you are. And that's a note. I'm going to note that in my mind. And this is how I'm going to handle this. I'm going to think of it as humorous and just chalk it up. That's just, I'm not saying this is what you're going to do, but see, you come out of anxiety, and I'm just giving you ways that it happens. You come out of not communicating. So you come out of not communicating, and there's a rushing in, somebody rushes in with fiery energy. Looks like there may be some type of travel. Somebody may rush in and want to see you. Somebody really wants to see you. Okay? Somebody you know or you don't know. This could be any energy, actually. Somebody really wants you to visit them, or they want to visit you, or they want to be in your presence, your company. Somebody thinks that you are very hard to get. Okay? And both of you can see that about each other. I see you letting things be whatever they are and being open to whatever comes. I see, I don't see for some of you like you feel, I feel a lot of great energy around you. You guys could be out and about more. Some of you are going to be changing residence. I changed residence. Last month's reading was called Send Me Your Location. I knew I was looking for something, but I didn't think I was going to get something, in 14 days. So for some of you, that's still happening. There's going to be a change of residence. And however long, it feels like it's going to be worth the wait. You're going to really like it. Yeah, I see there's going to be an approval. Someone is going to give you approval. And this is going to, wherever you move is going to make you grow emotionally and mature to being ready to be a spouse. So those of you who are relocating, okay, and this could be the cross watcher as well. Those of you who are relocating, it looks like that's going to just make you turn your back towards bullshit and move directly towards what you want, which is an emotionally rewarding, fulfilling relationship with someone who is mature, who is able to give you back and match your level of maturity and your ability to give. So interestingly enough, some Aquariuses, your back is turned to a Leo, a Leo, an Aries, a Sagittarius, and your heart is open to a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, but a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces who has the ability to come in wanting and able to give you love from an adult's perspective that is mature, balanced, equitable, fair, and very nurturing. A very nurturing energy is coming in. Now, this could be the same person too, because this is a very general reading for up to 10 to 20 to sometimes 40,000 of you. So for another group of people, this could be the same person, and it doesn't have to be the sign at all. It's just taking on the energies of the sign. And it appears that because you're changing, they are going to sense your change, really like it, and want to work towards building this with you. Like somebody doesn't want to go anywhere. Somebody wants to move where you are, be where you are. And if that's not the case, there's somebody who you're getting to know, who you guys are going to continue to get to know each other. And this connection is going to gradually move into something that feels very mature, very emotionally rewarding. But see, this comes as a result of the relationship that you develop with yourself. Free yourself from any type of, let's see. Free yourself from old mother energy. Somebody else got this. Was this the Gemini? See, this is why I used to read all of the air signs together. But yeah, some of you need to free yourself from mother energy or father energy that may have you look at relationships in a really distorted way, and maybe look at people in a distorted way. Like some of these people who are coming in your life, they really do adore you. Maybe you need to free yourself from mother energy. And that could be the energy that you're freeing yourself from. And some of the red flags that you may find out is that you are having a relationship with your mother again with this person. And this person doesn't have anything to do with your mom. And healing and freeing, yeah, and you're deceiving yourself because you're thinking this person is mom or this person is dad. Just like mom rejected me, you're rejecting me too. And they're not whatsoever doing that. In fact, they love you very much. But some of you are stuck in the past, and so you are deceiving yourselves. Some of you are deceived. And you're thinking that things are happening in this union that are not happening, that are negative, because what I see is something that can grow very beautifully if some of you get yourself out of the past. Some of you were married and it was an awful relationship, and now you think every man is going to be like that, and that's not what the case is at all. Some of you need to be really careful with your finances, okay? There might be some deception with money and some deception with work. So be very careful with your finances this month. Now we're going to close this with Doreen Virtue. So free yourself, because there is love here. All right? There is definitely love here. Some of you need to free yourself from a baby's mother. Why? Let's see, why? No, it's saying free yourself from mommy. Some of you are married to your mother, and it could be interfering with your relationship with your spouse. Okay? Some of you just need to free yourself from your own mental prisons, because some of you, that's why marijuana is so good for Aquarius. Okay, for real, because you guys go real deep. You can go real deep out there, and those thoughts can get real scary. But you're going to be moving up with how you look at life. You're going to be removing a lot of old ideas, mental prisons, mental blockages, especially when it comes to love. It's and the cards are like, free yourself from that stupid ass type of thinking. I'm going to be left and abandoned and alone. Yeah, free yourself from your own way. That's what they're saying. Free yourself from the negativity of the past because there's a marriage here. There's somebody who wants to marry you. This could be a Libra, a Taurus. Yeah, we have the Empress here. You're walking towards marriage with perhaps someone with strong water placements. Strong water placements, or a Libra or a Taurus. You could already be married, and there's just some things about your spouse that really are, they need to be red flags. But it does look like through some type of special counseling for some of you, some of you have a spouse that's just crazy and there's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. But Aquarius has a calming, crazy people they feel very calm around Aquarius. So just like the Virgo, a lot of times you may attract people who are mad, okay, just insane. But the Aquarians are so futuristic that they can understand insanity, know how to talk to somebody who's insane, and kind of really help that person go back to sanity. So I feel that you felt defeated about something that was out of your control because there was miscommunication about something. And one of the main red flags here, in whoever this resonates, is you guys, miscommunication may happen a lot in this relationship. People are not really being open about their feelings. It's just, and the communication is a little stifled, but there's going to be a new beginning with this communication. And you're not going to suffer at the hands of another because of miscommunication. Because what you're going to do is you're getting ready to be very open about your communication. And, when people are honest, it stings. Honesty stings. But I feel like you're going to let somebody know where you stand or what you need or, how you want to be treated. So, and that could have already happened. It looks like this newfound sense of self-esteem or self-awareness, self-expression is going to turn somebody on. And I do feel like, although it stings, it could be the same person or somebody's really going to appreciate your honesty. Because, when you like somebody, you reveal yourself. And when you don't tell somebody how to catch you. When you like somebody, you tell them how to catch you. So you guys move. I've seen this from another sign too. You guys move from an intellectual place to seeing each other physically. Maybe taking a trip, seeing each other, being around each other, moving. Or you guys move from this intellectual place where there is profound miscommunication to some type of offer, invitation. There could be an invitation to travel. But it appears that you move from this incongruent energy where there's a lot of misunderstandings because of miscommunication and people who are not communicating how what they need, who they are, and how they feel. You know, if I do something that a person doesn't like, I personally want to know in a very nice way. Of course, it hurts because it hurts when you hurt someone that you care about, especially when it's unintentional. Of course, it does. But then it leads us to the King of Cups in our relationship, which we are, you know, steadily trying to bring love to someone who we care about in our imperfection. So therefore, I see you moving from not expressing yourself to rapidly expressing yourself. Somebody's going to be coming, rushing in, rapidly expressing themselves from the heart because they love you. But some of you are not going to be able to see it because you're really clouded by mommy energy. You know, you're really clouded by how you think and feel about what you deserve based off of what somebody did 30 years ago. So you're not in reality, you're in some type of clouded place in fantasy, but in reality, somebody loves you. This could be the mother of your children, this could be your wife, this could be a Libra, a Taurus, anybody really. But somebody has exalted you above all other people. And it's hard to see. And that's why the cards are saying, you know, free yourself from this energy so that your ships can come in. But the ships have already come in. And you'll start seeing that more stronger later on in the month. Yeah, somebody is deceiving themselves with negative thinking. The only person who's being deceived is you by old thinking that doesn't belong in 2018, because that's not whatever happened in 1992 or 1953, 1976 ain't happening in 2018. But somebody's mind keeps on playing an old record over and over again. It's like there's the same play, but different characters. And it's like you don't even have to star in that play anymore. You don't have to go to that play. You can go see the damn Lion King. Because that's what's happening today, not a raisin in the sun. You ain't a damn raisin in the fucking sun. You're a Lion King. Some of you too young to know what Raisin in the Sun is. It's a great play. If you ever get a chance to see it, go see it. And that's another thing. Some of you could be going to plays and concerts, and like I see an abundance. I see financial abundance as well, Aquarius. I've been seeing this financial abundance for quite some time. Some of you are in deception because you don't know how good things are now. You're just so focused. Somebody is so focused on what's wrong, they don't see all the good that's happening. And there's a lot of dreams that are coming true for you, Aquarius, and they're going to keep on coming true. Like today, I'm going shopping for a Yorkshire Terrier. I've been shopping for 7 days. I haven't found them yet. She gets along with boy dogs. She just don't get along with girl dogs, so I'll compromise with her. I wish he would piss on something in here. I fucking dare him to mark his territory. I want to get a Yorkie that's neutered. I'm not trying to breed no damn dogs. All right, let's see what else we got, Aquarius. Worth waiting for. Wow, you guys are definitely dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces who loves you dearly. And all this love is waiting for you, my baby. Oh, I love how you make me feel this way. My love is getting stronger every day, my baby. Yeah, you're getting ready to, somebody's going to be rushing in with a lot of love for you. And you're going to find that love just irresistible, like they're going to melt you. They're going to melt your heart with how nurturing they are. And this is a very strong, nurturing presence. This could be a male or a female. They could have water in their chart, or they can just be very nurturing. Like, this is how my ex is, but he doesn't have any water in his chart, you see. Whoever this person is, they're coming in just really ruling emotions, and they're coming in very nurturing. Some of you could be seeing therapists as well, who are helping nurture your emotions. You're going to be becoming emotionally sound and stable. This sounds like the Gemini reading. You are going to be becoming emotionally sound and stable, because you know what, Aquarian, some of you were not emotionally available. And there's someone who loves you who is waiting for you. And they feel like you're worth waiting for because they can see you. They see who you really are. I need you, please hear me. Say you really love me, baby. Say you really love me, darling. Cause I really love you, baby. Cause I really love you, darling. Say you really love me, baby. Say you really love me, darling. Oh, cause I really love you, baby. Wow. Say you love me. Somebody is going to say that too. I feel like you're going to hear I love you this month from another Aquarius that you're dating. I see a lot of healing. Aquarius, you are going to be coming into your own, just the magnificent. Say what? Say what? Magnificent. You're going to be coming in as magnificent. A lot of healing, and mainly mental healing. A lot of emotional clearing work is going to be done. And a lot of people are going to find you attractive. You're coming in as the star. And yeah, that's just a lot of new ideas. This could be, some of you could be joining a self-esteem group, but you move from low self-esteem to being in your own power to being you. Also, some of you could be in a very nurturing relationship with someone who brings out the best in you. And some of you need to stop deceiving yourself about the fact that you really do need therapy, because some of you had a mother that you need to talk to a therapist about. For real. But really. But you know, people don't really feel like they are good enough for therapy. But I tell you, I'm going twice a week now. And it just takes so much darkness away. Darkness that I tried to deal with on my own forever. When I had transportation problems, I couldn't get to therapy. Now that I don't, oh my God, it's like one session and 1/16 or 1/8 of all that darkness leaves. Oh, I got some pie in the freezer, huh? I got a Twix pie in the freezer. Aquarius, let's see what your final card is about deception. Wow. Wow. Victory. Victory. Wow, Aquarians. This is going to be a fabulous month for you. You come in, this was somebody else too. You come out of September feeling some kind of way, defeated, maybe lack of communication, miscommunication caused there to be a no-win situation. But, you know, the Five of Swords, pessimism in Aleister Crowley decks He talks about how that's how you are perceiving incoming data. You are perceiving things in a manner that's making you feel like you're a loser or that you're a victim. And you can't control other people, but they can't control how you choose to perceive a situation. I know this situation where this man left this woman and for another woman, and she was like, well, he just wasn't ready to have an authentic relationship with a real woman. And she really believed that. See, she can't control what he did, but she can control how she perceives things. You guys are going to be controlling your perception within the next 2 weeks, and you're going to be controlling your perception rapidly. This could have already been taking place. You're going to start loving yourself enough to give yourself you're going to give yourself permission to feel good. Like, let's say you're with somebody, but it feels good to imagine a more abundant vibration with other realities happening, then fuck it, you're going to go there. Because you're going to be very emotionally mature. You're going to free yourself from being hindered from situations that don't reflect what you really need and want in a relationship. And then you get what you have been wishing on a star to get. Because I see victory for you. Victory, especially with, you're going to be in the limelight, all right? But I see you coming out of deception, of accepting something that is not quite, everything that you want. But I feel like, people are irrelevant to what we are attracting. We don't have time to look at what's happening with them, because I got to get back to my own healing so that I can recreate what it is I really want and keep the focus on that. Keep the focus on what I want to experience, what I want it to feel like, how I want to be uplifted. Okay. And you know what? It's not leaving anybody behind. It's doing what's best for you. And either they'll catch up to that vibration or you'll get what you really want. Either way, you're happy, you're joyful, especially by the second week. I think that this first week is going to be kind of good too. You're going to be coming out of some type of nasty experience that had a lot to do with miscommunication and just bad perspectives. It's not about changing the people, it's about changing me. The problem begins with me, and the solution is in here, right? So you guys are going to be getting a lot of spiritual help. I just feel that emotionally, you're going to feel better than you've been feeling for a very long time. You're going to come out of self-deception. I see you moving ahead very gradually. There's someone with whom you have very strong sexual feelings for, and by the end of 2 weeks, there will be victory with the Leo, okay? Because this is luck in Leo. So there will be victory, especially the Ace of Wands talk about very strong sexual energy. Page of Coins is texting, getting things, something is going to get off the ground, and it's going to kind of be fiery and regular. So something that was kind of stagnant in communication becomes fiery and regular. You guys could start sexting someone too. But others of you are going to start a new job, or you're going to start some new way of generating income. I see good news about money around the 15th, or anytime really. There's going to be money coming in from some type of new work, new job, new opportunity, new money, good news about money, or something tangible. It might be something as small as you get your mailbox key. But I see good news about things on a tangible level that helps you to really have a lot of victory in your life. This is going to be a victorious month for you. Somebody feels like you're worth waiting for. And a relationship begins to start to develop. This is somebody who is in your life currently, or someone could be coming very strong fire, very strong water, very strong Libra. I would say Libra, Taurus, Aquarius are coming in the strongest, but there's so many water cards that, you could be dealing with water as well. I do see fire energy. I see earth a little bit. And you end with Jupiter in Leo. So you and a Leo, this could be your ex, this could be your current partner. You guys will have expansion. You guys will expand your connection.
Everybody wants love.
I see expansion and joy with an Aquarius. Okay, I see luck changing, joy, expansion with the Libra or Taurus. But more than anything, I feel like you are going to stop deceiving yourself by thinking really low, crazy ass, dysfunctional thoughts that have nothing to do with the present. And you're going to free yourself emotionally so that you will be free to really explore this wonderful, emotionally fulfilling connection with someone who loves you and who you love. Everything is a reflection of the relationship that we have with ourselves, and that's not always an easy relationship to develop, but boy, do other relationships get so beautiful when our primary relationship with ourselves is taken care of. That's exactly what you're going to be doing. Taking care of you. Special shout out to the Pisces. You guys are really buying those videos. Followed by Virgo. I forgot who was next. I forgot. All right, Aquarius. Aquarius, what do you have that makes you stand out above your rivals? You want to get married to this person, and this person wants to get married to you. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So what makes you stand out? See, this person that you're dealing with, they could have wanted to be married for a long time, but whomever they were dealing with didn't marry them. Right? And whoever you're dealing with, or whoever, what's happening, this could happen in the future. Whoever this is resonating with, I don't know. I don't care. I'm just doing my job, baby. I'm just reading some cards. Whoever this is resonating from, somebody is looking at you strong enough to view you as someone that they would like to be engaged to and be next to and be with. They view you also as someone who feels the same way about them. And very few people are going to feel like that about you in this life. Like even 20 years later, you'll remember the people who wanted to be engaged. Okay? And if you have a whole bunch of people that wanted to be engaged, I think something is wrong with you. Like maybe you just try and go around and do that to people in order to feel good. But, that's just how I feel. I'm just a tarot card reader. I don't know. But usually most of us can count on one hand who we wanted to be engaged to, as well as them wanting to be engaged to us. So what exalts you above, and that's true. That is so, what exalts you above your rivals is that A, you like this person enough to give them a ring, and B, they like you enough to accept it. Or C, they love you enough to want to give you a ring, and D, you love them enough to accept it. That is profound. Did the cards not go to the bottom of the ocean with that? I'm trying to tell you how many people, I mean, I've been, proposed to, but I didn't accept. It's not about just somebody wanting to be engaged to me, it's do I want to be engaged to you. So you guys, this is rare. This is rare. I can count on one hand how many people I have felt like that for. So that's what exalts you. What exalts this relationship above all others? And this is so true, Aquarius. This is so true because what exalts this relationship above all others is that this person has romantic feelings for you. I've had really great relationships with people, but we were more like friends that had maybe just a hint of sexual attraction, okay? But this person, what you guys have are, feelings that are kind of rare, where, where not just there are sexual feelings and then there's romantic feelings. There are sexual feelings where you want to sleep with someone, and then there are romantic feelings where you want to be in next to somebody in the fire by a fire and roast marshmallows because you just want to be near that person. You want to be cheek to cheek. You want to be where they are. So what exalts this connection above all others are the romantic feelings of passion and desire, not just sex, that you guys feel for one another. So this is a very special connection. So this is probably not for singles. What is something that Aquarius can do that will guarantee this relationship works? What? I'm going to finish this at my website and at Vimeo. I'm going to tell you what it said. We're going to start off is what is the one thing that if the Aquarius did, it would guarantee success in this relationship. We'll start off with that. And then we're going to look at more about why you surpass your rivals, what this relationship has going for it that will surpass any other relationship that tries to compete, and what are the things that you can do that will guarantee success in this relationship, and what is the message that they have for you. Okay, I'm going to do it right now. Aquarians and cross watchers, thank you so much for being here with me. Don't forget to enroll in the class. And I will come back and do, I forgot. All right, in a minute. Love you. You guys, don't forget to come back within an hour to get the extension so you know how to stay on. I mean, if you're going to spend and invest your time like this, you might as well get the whole reading. You know what I'm saying? Some of you been here for, how long have I been talking? Girl, let me get off this. I love y'all. Bye. Come back.